Derek and Post, you're going to be bumping this shit. You're going to be feeling great. Okay, we did less than 30 seconds of it, so we shouldn't get a strike for that.
The cutoff is 5 seconds, actually. 5 seconds. And even then, they hit you. Remember the fucking Walking in Memphis, dude? I had to take that whole thing out.
You could still hear the song in the
a little bit in the background, though. Yeah, but you can't like full on play it or whatever. It's
Walking
stupid.
in Memphis.
Shit was so funny. I like that song. That's a good jam.
I am walking on sunshine today. The days have not been so happy lately. I think it's because I've been drinking a lot. I'm taking the month off. At the time of recording, we're at the first week of August, so I figure we'll clean it up for the fall. Maybe for the rest of the year. You posted a little gym pic.
Yeah,
I was like, my man's in there getting swole. I gotta join him. So
yeah, man,
we are doing it.
Gotta get toned, dude. Gotta get shredded.
This is me today in Mario Kart, and I have the little rainbow shooting out the back. It's like animation mode, Derek.
Yoshi.
So I found out recently that I have, God, what do you call this? Is this a disease?
A disease?
Look something up for me really quick. It's called Misophonia. Misophonia on the big board. Misophonia. Misophonia. Now, I've known that I had this for a long time, but I didn't know that there was a name for it. I didn't know that the English language had blessed us and the psychological community. Oh, you went to like the official Misophonia website. There's a website strictly for the... I feel seen right now. I feel important. I feel like I matter. There's an entire website.
Together we are strong.
Huh? Hang in there, my Misophonia warriors. So for those of you at home that don't know what misophonia is when a particular noise, sound, what have you, sends you into a fight or flight response and floods your body with it makes you feel genuine rage. For the longest time dealing with this, I had to look at myself in the mirror really hard and go, you're a psycho. You're crazy. This is insane. Why are you getting angry about this? And it all started. There's going to be a couple of people catching strays here, and I'm so sorry, but I have to explain myself and my disorder to the world so people can understand. But have you felt
you've always had this since you were even like a kid?
Long time.
But like as a kid,
is there something that annoys you and it makes you borderline angry, but in your mind you're like, if I snap about this, people are going to go, whoa, Derek is psycho. I don't want to be around him anymore. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you mean, but I can't think of anything off the top. Like nothing's particular where like I know you hone in on. I knew this about you, obviously, because of the fucking chewing and the slurping, and then there's that trailer that just came out of that recent movie that's coming out where the dude's slurping the soup for an aggressively long time, and I can see it physically like bothers you like more than most things I've seen, dude. Like if someone put you in a room and was like just slurping for 24/7, you'd probably go insane, right?
I'd definitely be in prison afterwards, I'll tell you that much. We're in the back row of this movie theater. We went to see the movie together. If you're a horror fan and you haven't, great movie. It was just the perfect amount of icky. There was a trailer for this other movie that's coming out with Austin Butler that's kind of a crime action comedy movie where he's dealing with all these different groups of criminal organizations, and one of them happens to be a bunch of these Hasidic Jews. And one of the scenes in the trailer, they each have a bowl of matzo ball soup in front of them, and the two big Jewish dudes are just and the second it happened, Derek looks over at me and I'm just grabbing the armrests. I'm like, because it sends me through the, you know, I'm not trying to hate on anybody from Israel or Palestine. I'm neutral on all of that, but the slurping, I don't care.
I mean, you could
what
slurp
God
anything.
you pray to.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Fuck,
or
that
whatever
shit
you
is
eat, you
annoying.
can slurp almost anything, dude, for sure.
So I discovered that this was a thing early on.
This isn't real, though. This
Buddy,
isn't real.
well, get off of this weird inspirational website and go back. Go to WebMD. Go somewhere.
So
Listen.
quiet.
Listen.
You want to just be this chick in the coffee with like noise canceling headphones? Just shut off the world. I don't want to hear you. We're together. We're strong.
I mean, maybe I'm on the spectrum because this makes it seem like people with misophonia need to walk around with noise cancelers on at all times, or they'll just become unhinged. No, so my father, bless him, great guy. He's a man of few flaws. He does love a good meal, and he enjoys a nice yogurt or pudding cup from time to time.
Okay.
And I remember when I was a kid, he'd peel the lid off.
Okay, I know what you're talking
and
about.
he'd lick that boy. I wish I had a pudding lid right now so I could lick it into the microphone. And then, as anybody who's ever eaten any kind of treat out of a plastic cup, when you get to the bottom,
You scrape. Yeah.
fuck. There's those little bits, and I get it. I would almost appreciate it more if you just went
Well, because I think I was eating ice cream once or something like that, and I like the chocolate syrup, and I was doing that around you, and you're just like, hey, you don't need the extra fucking, and I'm like, I do need it. You're just giving out all the things that people could torture you with, dude. But is that the only thing, or is there other sounds?
Anything mouth related, smacking. I used to do it, and I know it's a nervous habit for a lot of people, and people do it subconsciously, shaking your leg, tapping your foot. A lot of that stuff I just give a pass, but for whatever reason, the food related, smacking, any kind of mouth noise drives me insane. Now you have one.
No, I know.
You have one that gets me. Do not weaponize this shit, Derek, but when we're playing Magic and Derek is deep in thought and he's putting together the game plan, he'll just hit a couple little...
That bothers you? That's funny.
I'm like,
dude.
what are we in fucking Wakanda, dude? Are you speaking to the cards?
I'm in debate, dude. Yeah, I'm just in debate. We're having fun, dude. I'm in my mind, just like, that's my, like, I'm having fun because we're building a little strategy plan in my head, dude. Because when I play Magic, I mean, I don't know if you do the same thing, but I am looking multiple decisions ahead, kind of like chess. I'm not thinking about the one card that I have. I'm thinking about, okay, if I play this, then lead into that, lead into that. That's how I play Magic, buddy. Like, I'm thinking a couple moves ahead, dude.
Yeah, you know, I gotta hand it to you. You are a master strategist where
Thanks.
I'm just kind of a blaster. I saw the most relatable short ever, and the caption just said, when you overextend in Commander, the guy casts his commander and then plays Armageddon to smoke everybody's lands.
The lands,
and everybody has a response. Like, somebody's like, heroic intervention and flare of fortitude, and they just protect everything. And he's like, oh, so I just fucked myself.
When I originally like ran my Kalia deck, I had that in Cataclysm, and every time everyone at the table was like, nah, we can't let that happen, and someone would have a response, and I'm like, you
people
fucks.
hate that more than the board wipe.
They
the
do,
Bee-Weezy.
Yeah, the Bee-Weezy. Yeah, anything land destruction in that game. It is mean. A lot of people don't even run it because they do see it's savage. But no, I mean, I don't know. I didn't even really know I was doing that because I'm in Fun Town land where I'm like, I'm building my little strategy, you know.
But see, this is the dilemma that I have, because once again, if you snap at somebody, because the problem with having, once again, we're on Misophonia Awareness Day today, and I need to speak my truth, and I need everybody to know and understand me. Here's the dilemma you have. Somebody starts making an irritating noise, and in your mind, you hone in on it. You're almost like, that is super fucking irritating and it needs to stop immediately. But then the calmer, more rational side of yourself goes, you're being unreasonable. Calm down, take a breath. This isn't the end of the world.
Yeah, but as your friend, you can just politely tell me like, oh, hey, you're doing the thing, or like whatever, because I will try to be conscious of like not doing it, but don't blow up on someone and be like, oh, just fucking like lose your shit, you know.
Well,
psycho,
I've known for a good blow up, so that's why I try to kind of defy the odds and not do it so frequently. It's so funny because Dad'll be hitting some yogurt scrapes and he'll catch himself mid scrape and he'll just look at me and smile, and I'm like, I love you and I dislike you at the same time right now.
That is funny.
I will, you know what? Honorable mention, Caitlin. Now, talk about weaponizing it. I feel like I didn't need to tell her this for her to know it too. I mean, you know a person long enough, you get to understand their mannerisms and such. But when we're having a little spat, she definitely hits some little mouth clicks and things, and I'm like, you.
Oh, that's fucked up. It is interesting though, because it says it's tough to understand and tougher to live with, but on the bottom that's interesting. It says decreased tolerance to specific sounds and things you can sense. No. So like, do you have like sensory ish, like things that bother you in sense wise then, or is it just specifically like to eating? Like what? Like it makes you feel something?
It's not, dude. What?
It's interesting to me. I don't know.
You know, I'm a big Christopher Nolan boy. You've watched the movie Inception, right?
Yeah, great movie. Yeah.
You know when they're in it and the dream kind of starts to collapse and the NPCs start noticing them and they're staring at them.
Oh, yeah.
I look around at people, but getting blatantly stared at. I'm dealing with this at work right now. People are just staring at me and I feel like I'm in a weird dream state. Well, it's like, you're kind of like, what the fuck did I do?
Yeah. So it gets in your head, even though it might not necessarily mean that they're actually staring
and then
at
people
you.
and then you bring it up to people. This is the part that sucks. You bring it up to people, and I get it. I am kind of a confrontational person where most people are not. So the typical response is, well, are you overreacting? Are you sure this is going on? Or is it just something that you're really cooking up in your brain and you need to go, it's okay, everything's fine, I feel like I'm Halle Berry, and what the fuck is the name of that movie where she's a psychologist? Brittany Murphy was in it. I think Brittany Murphy was in it. But basically the whole point is everybody thought she was crazy, and then it turned out this wild scenario really was happening, and she's not a nutcase.
There's other movies that have kind of like taken that angle.
Yeah. I'm just not trying to go out of the loony bin to prove that what is happening is happening. That's why, like, honestly, to speak my truth, I feel like I've had interactions with certain people where they've really caught me in a bad moment where I've been, because I'm telling you, I am not exaggerating this. It puts you, you know, when you're in a situation, you're like, I need to leave. I got to get out of here. You're like, ooh. It's like, it's panic. Like, you may look calm on the outside, but on the inside, you're like,
I guess actually I kind of thought of one now that I was like thinking about it while you're talking about. It's like scraping something.
Oh,
like
boy.
The scrape, you know what I'm talking about?
I think the scrape gets everybody.
Not necessarily
but
like a spoon, but like even like a piece of like something gritty and like scrape. You know what I'm talking about? I'm just like, I don't like it. It like makes me feel uncomfortable. So I guess I have like that into me a little bit. But yours, I think you might be a little bit on the tiz.
Foot draggers, people that drag their feet with a rock.
I mean, I just think that's like laziness and stupid. But yeah, like scraping shit it is a little annoying. Like even like brushing teeth, like noise that even is just like, I don't like a brush against something. It's just kind of weird.
No,
you know. When did you find out you had this? You just looked it up? You didn't know you had it? I mean, you knew you had it, but you didn't know it was a thing?
Was a YouTube short feed gem. It popped in, and I was like, there's a name for it?
But also kind of scary that it knew that you were like, this guy has it.
That War of the World shit is real. Like, the aliens are data mining us, and
I mean, that shit got a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes, and is him sitting in front of a screen, and it literally is like an Amazon commercial as a movie. Yeah. It's the biggest piece of shit.
And you could see the green screen in his glasses.
Oh boy, it's so bad. I have not watched it. I've just seen like a couple clips and stuff, but it's like one of those movies where it's not even so bad it's good. It's just hot garbage. Ice Cube must have got a fat check for that, because even he's probably like, what the fuck is this?
Jeff Bezos, stop writing movies. There's a whole scene in it.
It's so bad.
There's a whole scene in it. Ice Cube is, I don't even know what his title is in the movie. He's some kind of important
like IT
military and
guy,
or CIA guy, NSA guy, whatever. And he's like, first of all, at one point he's spying on his daughter through cameras, which is...
Did you watch the movie?
It's unwatchable. It's unwatchable. I haven't even tried. Shout out to Cube. Like Derek said, you probably got a bag, but it's unwatchable.
Yeah, because it's literally just it's through a computer screen, the whole movie, right? Literally. It's like, oh, we couldn't even fucking have sets and shit.
The part where I was like, and off is... There is a live action, essentially Amazon commercial right in the middle of it where he goes, I
buy
need
a flash drive. Yeah.
He clicks on it, and then his girl's boyfriend is a fucking Amazon driver.
Type in Amazon. Oh, dude, it's fucking pathetic. It's like, man, you didn't even make this like not so obvious. Yeah. It's funny because I am a proponent of, there's a couple movies I like where they fall in the category so bad it's good. Like I would even argue like Pool Hall Junkies. It's like, it is kind of a bad movie.
I love that movie.
But it's amazing.
I'll never call that a bad movie. I think it's great.
But that one is just like, yeah, there's some things where I'm like, I'm not going to waste my time watching that. Honestly, the new Fantastic Four, you can flame me if you want, but I thought that movie was low-key terrible too. We didn't even stay for the ending. That's how boring that movie. How do you build up a bad guy to be that strong and powerful, and then the mom just all of a sudden can just defeat him by herself? The fuck are we talking about?
Because it's 2025 and the baby was underneath a car and mama needed to save it, even though the baby is apparently some kind of insanely strong interdimensional being who will...
Which the Pedro Pascal thing, thank God they're not making him the main character. I can't stand behind that. He's a fucking weirdo. He's banging. I saw a new reel that made me very uncomfortable, and it's like the husband... So she's married, if you don't know, and she has a kid or a baby. She's pregnant and she is married. And the Pedro Pascal thing is like touching. It's an anxiety and all this, but he doesn't do it with men, and it's only women. And then it's just mainly this actress where they're all with each other. Well, they're walking down the red carpet, and they're holding each other's hands, and he's literally going to like sign an autograph or whatever. And he's like, I'm never gonna let go. And she's like, you never have to, baby. If I'm the fucking husband, first of all, that motherfucker must be just dead inside seeing that shit. And also, divorce. See ya, bitch. Goodbye. That's not fucking normal.
And then a little Pedro comes out and it takes over, and it's in every single movie until you get sick of him.
That baby probably is Pedro's, dude. I don't know, man. It bothers me, and it's lost my respect for him because I just don't buy into the whole fucking anxiety bullshit.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
You find out who people really are when they get a little bit of fame, because he really was on a roll. He was in Game of Thrones as the Prince of Dorne or something.
He was the Mandalorian, which I loved, and then
he was one of the characters in the Kingsman sequel. Like, great character actor. But then all this weird shit, like the second, because the little hand-holding thing has been public knowledge for a while, because he did that a long time ago when they initially announced that they were doing the I want to call it the Final Four, the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, I say Final Fantasy.
And there was this one where they were doing a panel at a con. They're standing on stage. You could tell he looks really nervous, and he kind of taps Vanessa Kirby on the shoulder, and she instinctively gets his hand. So it's like, okay, cool, this is a nice friend thing. Yeah. He's feeling anxious. But then the more it's evolved, now it's
she's touching his face, and they're like, I'm sorry, they're
lounging on one another in interviews.
They're fucking, super weird. I'm sorry, as a dude, we know this shit, and this is for the women listening. This is what drives us men crazy, is when, I'm just going to put it out there, when they have that friend, that guy friend, or like a guy in the weeds, and they're like, oh, he's just a friend, but you know secretly that motherfucker would bang her or wants to bang her. That's what I feel with that. And it's like, women, we know that feeling. I do. When a guy, I'm like, oh, I know your fucking little secret thing. I'm a fellow man, and I know what you're trying to fucking connive to do.
I only had that experience once in my early 20s, but she was cheating on me.
Oh, yeah. But my point is,
I didn't even have to guess. It was happening.
But you know, though, is my point. Like, we can sniff that out pretty good. So it's always funny when, like, a woman is like, no, he's just a friend, or he doesn't feel that way. It's like, we fucking know.
Nah. I feel like God is smiting Marvel, because they've had back-to-back
they're bad,
big characters that they've tried to set up for the next phase, I guess they call them. Yeah. You know, they had the thing with Jonathan Majors where he was supposed to be the next big bad. They went all in, making him Kang. They did that Ant-Man Quantumania movie.
Yeah, but then he beat his wife, and then they... No
correction. He beat his girlfriend.
Girlfriend, yeah.
Now he's booed up with Megan Good.
I don't even know who that is.
Oh, pull it up.
Is she hot?
Yes. Megan Good. For those of you people out there, Megan Good is in like a Sofia Vergara league. I don't think she's as old as Sofia Vergara. This woman has been hot for decades. I remember way back in the day watching her in movies. You ever see that movie Biker Boys? Biker Boys?
Nah.
It's like a movie about like street bike clubs and street racing. It's actually pretty good.
I mean, maybe it's not ringing a bell. I remember like all the rollerblading movies and stuff too that did that, and they were trying to be Fast and the Furious with that. She doesn't do it for me, dude. I actually don't think she's that hot.
Oh.
She does not do it for me. But
okay.
I'm not going to yuck anyone's yum. Everyone has a different taste, but like she doesn't do it for me. I don't think
Derek,
she's that hot.
put up a picture and post. People in the live chat, we'll maybe throw up a little poll. I feel like I'm going to win this by a landslide.
I mean, probably, but it's a pass for me.
Megan Good hot, or I'd be
Pass.
surprised if maybe
Pass.
people don't agree with me.
Yeah, no.
I mean,
Good.
I think she's played a scorned woman multiple times in those like drama, romance, murder type movies.
Oh, okay.
And she's played the characters really well. So I feel like now that she's shacked up with him, you know, maybe he found the right woman. Maybe she kicks his ass from time to time.
Yeah. No, yeah.
But yeah, God is punishing Marvel. Kevin Feige, whatever his name is.
I just don't like.
Punishment
I
time.
don't know. It's too much to follow. It's too many shows, too many movies. I like the DC universe more now, which is shocking because I used to dig on them, but now, like honestly, the new Superman was really good.
It was great. And
So yeah,
shout out to James Gunn, the entire cast and crew of Superman, strictly because dog adoptions went way up after that,
Oh, that was
because
great. I
of
love seeing
Crypto,
that. Yeah,
even
yeah.
though he's CGI. But that was a great part of the movie.
which he looks like my dog Milo too. But no, that's cool. I love hearing that things, and it was hilarious because him and they had him and Jack Snyder they actually did the voices. They
Zack.
had him in the Zack. Sorry, I
Snyder?
don't know why I say Jack. Zack Snyder.
We're sorry, Zack Snyder.
My bad. I'm still trying to wake up. It's too fucking early in the day. So basically, they had him on South Park, and they did their real voices, and it's fucking hilarious. So if you haven't seen the new episode of South Park, which is extremely fucking savage, they have like a funny like bit with them in the thing because they're talking shit about the movie. So
Nah,
it's funny.
I don't regularly. I mean, they're not missing my views. I don't regularly watch, or really hardly ever watch, South Park. I have nothing against it. I have a lot of respect for what they do,
Yeah.
and the fact that they got a massive contract from Paramount,
CBS, Paramount,
and
yep.
just immediately dropped a nuclear
Yeah.
missile of an episode. Like, hey, you just paid us $1 billion. How does this settle with you?
1.5, dude. Yeah, and they don't give a fuck, which makes me respect them more. I just love them because they'll always push the boundaries and the edge, and they don't give a fuck what people think, and that's good for comedy. That's good. We need that. We can't be put in a shell all the time, but I do gotta ask because it's bothering the fuck out of me. What happened to your hand? And we can edit this out if you want, but that looks pretty brutal. What's on the palm of your hand?
Oh, paint.
Oh, okay. I thought that looked like some insane burn. And I was like, did you fuck yourself up again
I mean,
or something? or?
honestly, I should have taken better care of that one because I think I'm going to have like a little pink spot there. I don't mind having scars, but no, it's paint.
Oh, okay.
I was spray painting stuff last night.
What were you spray painting? Oh, just for your work?
Yeah, like everything in a building,
Were
in
you
government
tagging
buildings, is color. Just the Naturals pod in the ceiling. I did a fucking mural while I'm at work.
The Naturals pod was Kyle Shea was here 2025.
I mean, I might be doing some tagging tonight. You know what I'm saying? Not with purple though, so that way they won't know it's me. But
Oh shit.
no, it's funny. I have stuff like that when I'm doing the leather crafting and shit. Sometimes I'll use brown dye and I'll get it on my fingers, and then it looks like I don't know how to wipe my ass, and people look at your hands like,
Because the dye stays on it that hard. That's fucking crazy, dude.
there is nothing worse than that. Someone with dirty hands or like dirty, gross fingernails. That's another
Agreed.
bit.
I don't like that either. Clean your hands.
I don't know if
clean
we
your
can lump that
fingernails.
into misophonia, but God help me if I don't try.
That's hella funny.
So, since we're like just hot on movies right now, we'll just kind of stay in that vein because I have a fun topic. I was telling you about that movie Until Dawn. Did you watch it?
I did.
Oh yeah,
I did. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a pretty good movie. It was still pretty like canon to the game because like I said, I played the game. I don't remember it as much, obviously, because it's old. It's an older classic game. But it's your typical horror movie. Like, don't go in expecting it's going to be fucking Oscar nominating award acting and stuff like that. But as far as like the storyline and the deaths and stuff like that, I found it fun.
Yeah.
As a pure like horror movie that's like slasher, like creative, and actually has like an interesting like backstory to it and shit like that, I thought it was a great watch. So I thought it was
that's where I don't like the acting and stuff isn't mind blowing, but it's just a fun young adult slasher movie. It reminds me of the I Know What You Did Last Summer days, which they're doing a remake of that too. Shout out to Jennifer Love.
Yeah, I think it already came out. She looks good.
You've aged like a fine wine.
She still looks fantastic. Isn't she married to Freddie Prinze Jr. still?
No, that's Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they're
the
so
fact
adorable.
That you know that is hilarious.
Well, because they were shit. I don't remember the Scooby Doo characters' names. They were Daphne and Doofy on Scooby Doo. What the fuck is the character's name on Scooby Doo?
His name's certainly not Doofy.
He wore a scarf.
Daphne is a character there, but yeah,
I think that might be the nerdy one, or was that Velma?
Velma is the nerdy one. Daphne is the one you're thinking of.
Shaggy's the stoner guy. Freddie Prinze Jr. We don't know who the fuck you are. Feel free to chime in with the character name, or we'll just call him Freddie.
Freddie sees this and is all offended. He's like, "These motherfuckers don't remember my name." Now I gotta Google it though because it is gonna bother me.
Don't be offended, Freddie. You're a treasure. So while Derek's Googling that, for those of you at home, if you didn't know, Until Dawn is based on a video game. I didn't know this. That's a gem that Derek knew about. I thought it was based on a video game called Dead by Daylight. They're very similar type of concepts. In Dead by Daylight, you either play on a 4-man team of survivors against one killer, and the game's really cool because you can pick all the different horror movie killers, and then they have a bunch of random ones
like Jason.
They have abilities and things Predator, that they can do to trap. So the killer is trying to kill everyone, obviously. It's in the name. And the survivors have to repair these generators to open the exit so they can leave the play area and survive the killer. But there is a scenario in which some people win and some people lose, which is kind of the concept of the Until Dawn thing. What was the game like? Because I don't think I've ever seen or played that game before.
So the game was similar. So basically, like, you're looking for one of the characters is like looking for her lost like sister. And then you're literally in this house and you get trapped, and it's the same thing where you have these like creatures and crazy things coming after you. But the cool thing about that game is it was one of the first games where it's decision making, meaning that it gives you a choice and you have to make the choice, and the game could be like altered based on that choice of like who lives, who dies and shit like that. But it was good. It's a fun one. It's the same idea as you got to live until it's dawn to make it out. And then the doctor, without giving too much away or whatever, because it is newer, you should watch it, but the doctor was also the bad guy in the game and shit. So it's fun. It was a fun game. It's like an under the radar game, which is what kind of funny that they made it into a movie, because it wouldn't be, if you told me like pick a video game and what would they make a movie of, I would have never fucking thought that would be the game. But it worked out well. I thought it was a fun watch. I enjoyed it.
There's another horror style game that was on PlayStation 2 that's multiplayer where you can pick different characters. They have special abilities. It's based on a high school, so there's a jock, a goth chick, a nerdy guy, and they all have their own little skill set and stuff. I can't remember the whole story, but it is cool. But that's also just another little. I have a copy of it. I have a PlayStation 2, and like copies of all the old games.
Reminds me of that game
really
Bully.
Enjoy.
You remember that game Bully? Shit like that.
Or Going games. Postal or something. They made a movie about that, which is wild, with a super red-haired ginger. But anyways, back to Until Dawn. So basically in Until Dawn, the main character is looking for her sister. They end up in this strange remote area, and they are essentially trapped.
Yeah.
And they quickly realize that this is essentially a small murder village, and
well, it's just a house. That's the crazy thing. It's not even a village, because if you remember when they drive through, it's like circled. That's what makes it hella weird.
Yeah, it's raining,
and then it's just like when you go through past the visible wall, it's like not raining anymore and shit. Yeah, but I mean, it's right. It's like a creepy small town gas station, and then and
buildings were popping up because
later on
when you die, the night resets, because they get there, they realize they're not going to be able to leave. They have no cell phone. If you don't lose cell phone signal in 2025 in a horror movie, then it's not real.
Correct.
You know, that you have to.
I don't have any service. It is funny that's in every movie. They have to make it known, because most people just be like, well, why don't they just use their cell phone? It's like, I don't have any service. They have to literally add it to
bring back carrier pigeons. Just have one in the back of the car with you, just in case you need to send a little note.
Which low key, the idea of getting murdered by just some fucking thing that's just like powerful and gonna slaughter you and shit, and then you're gonna come back is just like insane, and then you'll die different ways. It's like fuck.
Well, at the beginning of the movie, the sister is escaping, and then one of the killers is standing over her, and she goes, "Oh, I don't want to die again."
Yeah.
You're like, again? Like, damn, how many times have you died?
Yeah, that would be pretty tormenting, dude, for sure.
I don't know. I feel like you would get used to it at a certain point. It's funny because the initial run would be traumatic, because in the beginning of the movie, they all get there and they just get ping, 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 picked off brutally.
Like
and you're
brutally
like,
and quickly, dude. Yeah, like chopped
imagine
in half
just seeing
and
me
like,
get cut in half. You'd be like, oh
fuck.
the podcast is over now. Shit.
Well, what's insane is because you're like, oh, I'm gonna die, and then all of a sudden you're just right back. That would be the most giant mind fuck of all time, because you're like, oh, I just got fucking brutally murdered in this place, and somehow we're back here staring at each other, dude. What would be your first thought? Like, what's your play after that? That is kind of interesting. Like, if we just got literally murdered by a fucking slasher, demon, whatever the fuck, and you're like, holy shit, we're back alive in the same spot. What are we doing? What's our play, dude?
Well, you and I have both played enough survival horror to immediately go, this is a puzzle.
Yeah, we need
this is a puzzle.
Figure it the fuck out.
This is a really terrible puzzle that nobody wanted to be a part of ever.
Puzzle, yeah.
This is the worst puzzle there could possibly be.
Dude, that would be fucking frightening.
No, I mean, obviously you got to figure out the why. Why is this happening? Certain situations are just terrible, like that Barbarian movie with Justin Long and the crazy big there's no why. It's just like, this is terrible.
The crazy thing is there's a part in Until Dawn, because they realized that, I think the rule was, and I think this was similar to the video game, is that if you do make it like Until Dawn but without the other people, they stay like trapped / dead, right?
Yep.
So they would make the exception like, no, we're not leaving anyone behind.
They become a part of the little nightmare, because you find out later on in the movie that her sister, whatever, full spoilers, that her sister has essentially been absorbed by this.
And they're a Wendigo is what they're called. I think that's the name of them, a Wendigo. It's someone that basically, like, because the whole idea is that you get killed and over and over and over again and all these fears and shit, that it basically turns you into a monster, and it's called a Wendigo. It's like a classic, like, mystical, like, monster, dude.
Who did the writing on that
I know,
name?
it's crazy.
A Wendigo?
Yeah.
A Wendigo? That doesn't strike fear in the heart of anyone.
But when you see them, it does, dude. That
it doesn't matter what it's called when it's in your face.
Yeah. So,
running at you on all fours.
But it messes you with you, because your fear is that you always get killed. But it's crazy because in the movie, there's a couple parts where, like, it would be like if me and you lasted and 3 other people that were with us that we cared about died, and we're like, all right, we gotta we have to kill ourselves, and then but you have to trust that we're also gonna come back. That is the ultimate mind fuck, dude. Like, oh, and then he like slices her neck in the one scene. It was like, holy fuck, dude. And then drinks that water that explodes them, and it's just, you gotta just trust that you're coming back.
I mean,
dude.
that's
It's
the
like,
easiest
holy
way
fuck,
out.
dude.
At least you go quick.
Yeah, dude. I was like, holy fuck, dude. It was a fun movie though. It honestly, as far as like if you like just entertaining horror, it was very well done. It was fun movie.
This is so dark.
Total B movie.
This is so dark. But if you had to kill me, how would you kill me?
I would probably ask you, honestly, but like, dude, if you knew there was a thing of water that we can take and we would just implode, I'd probably like, just drink the water, because that's not that bad. You're just instantly, boop, you're done. Now we're respawning. I don't want to slit my throat and be like, oh, and just fucking painfully bleed out or some other thing. It's like, make it quick, and then let's fucking get back in there, dude.
Maybe we just murder one another, you know,
which is even more frightening. I want to side this because I do think it kind of intertwines. Did you see that Matt Rife purchased the Paranormal Museum from the people that made The Conjuring, like the real family, and he owns the Annabelle doll? He owns the real doll.
Nope. Why would you want that? Why would
a lot
you
of people
want
are
that?
talking about it. I don't know why you'd want that. He's very interested into that stuff. But there is a story recently that the doll, there was a guy touring with the doll, and then he died in his hotel room. He is dead in real life.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know how much I really believe in that, but also, like, I still wouldn't want to fuck around with that, dude. The idea that it could be some demon possessed doll Matt Rife is kind of fucking crazy for buying that. I don't want to be near or around that, dude.
Oh yeah, I'm working swing shift right now, and I as a fully grown man, I'll admit I like to believe that I'm not a total pussy, but also I live in a big house, so when all the lights are out and there's little creaks and echoes, it's weird, and my dad will like wake up and just sleep while I'm walking up the stairs, and I'm like, fuck, the zombies are about to get me.
Have you ever like seen something or thought you saw something that like wasn't there? Like, has your mind played tricks on you or eyes and shit like that?
Yes, and it's usually when I get way too stoned and things are really quiet, and you see a mirror and you think you see something behind you. You're like, where is it?
You're just freaking out in your room.
I try not to do that to myself because it's easy for that to cascade into panic. So most of the time I'll just go, everything's fine, it's cool. And if one day a claw grabs me on the shoulder and I get eaten, then I guess it wasn't cool.
It's like me, like, because we're talking about video games and shit. Like, me and you have talked about this. I feel like we maybe brushed it on the pod, but Dead Space. Dead Space is one of the greatest, in my opinion, horror games of all time. It's a fucking blast. I love the series. But I used to play that game. I would literally turn off all the lights at night, and I would fucking jam that game at from like 10 to like 2 in the morning and shit. And it just added to the intenseness of the game because you get sucked in the world. And that game has legit like jump scares and like scary ass like moments and sounds. I love that shit.
That like hillbilly redneck Resident Evil, I think it was called Biohazard or something. It was on the PlayStation. God, was that the 4?
It was on
like
4.
a PlayStation
Pretty sure it's
7
on 4.
now.
No,
so
it's PlayStation 5. It's not 7. It's PlayStation
but
5.
it was when they first came out for the VR headsets that were compatible, and I had a buddy that had the headset who was like, hey, if you want to borrow it sometime to play with it, I'll let you have it. So I take the headset and I put it on to play this game. Now, mind you, I was playing this game on the big screen, and even then, it genuinely made me go, ah! Like multiple times where I was like, oh! Because it's not like the old Resident Evil games were all in third person view, so you could see what's around your character. This one, you're like in it. Yeah, it's like first person. So when one of the bad guys grabs you or something, it like is terrifying as fuck.
That chick is like a famous character in the series. Is the woman in the house? I think that's based off of that game. I don't know if it's the same game or the one based on it, but it's literally like the woman in the house, and you have to like escape the woman in the house.
But basically, long story short, in the beginning of the game, there's a sequence where you have to escape. You got to make your initial escape.
Yeah.
And it involves running down narrow hallways and juke jumping this terrifying hillbilly motherfucker. And, when you're in VR zone, I was standing. I was not sitting. I was standing, which was my main mistake.
Oh, yeah.
And when you're standing and you're moving in the game, you move around a little bit. So I was trying to open a hatch, and I punched the fucking wall.
Did you? You're one of those guys?
And then I was like, okay, no more VR headset. We're done.
That's hilarious. You're one of those where they like slam into something or punch something. That's hella funny. I had the one for PS5 for a little bit. I still have it, but it's in New York. But like, it was fun, but the problem with me is it would make me dizzy. I don't know if you had the same thing, but legitimately it would make me dizzy. I'd feel disorientated and shit, to the point where I'm like, gives you a fucking headache and shit.
Well, that's why I was surprised I did so well when we went to see Superman, because I accidentally bought the 3D tickets, and then I left with the 3D glasses too. I was like, these are mine now, because that shit usually gives me a headache. But nah, if I'm going to do the VR thing, fun, happy time games only. No Resident Evil.
Well, what do you think about the glasses that they have now, dude? Where it's literally the AI glasses, where like you can barely tell, and they can like record and film people. I don't know how I feel about that. I personally don't like that.
What the fuck? What were those things called that Apple came out with? The eye vision,
the eye vision or something.
Oh my god, it looked so terrible.
It did, but there's actually like glasses that are like, they're bigger frame now, but they're like actual glasses now that have it. And I'm like, eventually they're gonna be where you couldn't even tell, and like you're gonna be able to look through shit through the glasses and stuff, dude.
I feel like that shit is way too distracting.
Yeah, it's weird.
Imagine somebody's talking to you. Have you ever had that happen in public where somebody's on an AirPod or something, and you say something out loud, or you're doing something where it seems like they're speaking to you and you start having a conversation and they get a couple back and forths in, then they turn and look at you like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, but it's
and
like, hey, you
I thought you were talking to me. Imagine somebody with some glasses on and they're vid conferencing somebody.
And like I said, though, the problem too is that I don't love the fact that they could just be filming you and you don't even know.
Yeah,
like, I don't like that personally, because what if it's like
either.
a conversation or something where I'm like, we don't need to. This is like a personal thing. We don't need to have this out in the world. Like, I feel like, to you, like,
you know, as much as we do for content and stuff and pictures and things that we post on our social media, I feel like we do pretty well with not having background people in, people who are probably like, I don't want to be in your photo. I try to respect that and stuff,
dude, because like, really, truly, like, I've seen the one guy. I'm not going to shout his name, nor do I even know his name because they're fucking stupid to me. But those douchebags that go Riz girls up, we're going to go Riz. And he's one of those douchebags that has those fucking glasses. And one of the girls in the video is like, no, he has those glasses on. Like, don't talk to this guy.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that. Some of the women get outright aggressive with him.
But also fuck that guy for that, because it's true. Like, not everyone wants to be like recorded and shit when they're out drinking or what. It's like, leave me alone. You're already a fucking creep and now you're recording us. And then it's funny because you always have the douchebags in there too that are just like, what a cock block and all this stuff, like trying to talk to your friend. And I'm like, so you're just another douchebag. I mean,
also women are careful. You got to look out. They're looking out for one another. I respect that. A lot of
fucking weirdos, dude. And I'm like, you're making us even look worse by doing this weird shit. The fact that guy gets, it's like, fuck that guy.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't like it.
I definitely try to be polite in public, but back in the day, you know, you could see a woman and go, you look very nice today, and not like ask for her number, her name, nothing. Just pay her a
nice
compliment.
Yeah,
I like doing that. I like, you know, sometimes I see a fucking dude with a fresh haircut, and I'm like, you're looking fresh. Yeah. Boost people's confidence. Little confidence booster.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But the problem is we live in a world now sometimes where you give a chick a compliment and you're a creep, and it's just like, I'm just trying to be nice.
And I don't want to get maced.
The thread is the threading the needle on that. It is kind of sad, but it's also because you have douchebags like that I'm talking about that make it where they don't want to fucking do
Everybody
that.
ruins it for
everyone else,
unfortunately. Because I know it goes both ways. I know the ladies are out there, and there's some of them that are genuinely like, just like us. I want to find a nice guy. For us, it would be a nice girl. You know, these are some of the qualities that I like. I
think dating's dead in 2025. That's just me.
Okay, so I have a fun little topic to round it out here.
Yeah.
Since we were talking before the 100th episode about that whole astronomer CEO scandal and stuff, have you ever had a moment? I feel like most of this happens to people when they're in their like teens. It's when you're in high school. Did your parents ever walk in on you while you were getting some, or like potentially interrupt a moment of intimacy?
Thankfully, no, dude.
Never, not dude. A single. Did
not
you
that
have
I
any?
Know of.
Did you have any panic moments where you were like,
I think so. Not like with my parents, but I did have one where I was with a girl and her dad came home.
Ooh,
but we heard, thank God,
boy,
so we could we clutched up and
you
shit.
Were out the window, or you just acted normal.
Oh, I just acted normal because he knew we were hanging out. But like,
were you pants off? Were you like fully?
I was pants off. Yeah, so pants went back on. We thankfully I heard it and I knew.
Ever put his pants on in his life. He was like, get them back on.
But no, as far as I know, no, I never got caught. That would be hella weird. And honestly, low key, that would be kind of a nightmare, dude. I wouldn't. That sounds horrible.
Yeah. I was pretty lucky throughout my teens, but I want to say I was 21. I was dating this girl, Allie, and at the time, that big room that we play cards in, that's kind of the craft room, was like my little man cave. I had a couch.
Oh yeah, I remember.
TV
I remember
everything.
that.
Yeah,
I remember that. Yeah, we watched Entourage and shit back in the day in there. Correct. I remember that. Yep. Okay.
Entourage, great show. So
amazing show.
Her and I went out and had a little night and came back, and we're in there fucking on the couch. Fortunately, we're parallel to the door, but at the time, this was before everybody had an iPhone or a smartphone that just automatically had the flashlight mode, so you could have a flashlight. But he had a little work phone that had a button on the side that turned on a flashlight on the top of the phone. So I'm trying to quietly have sex with my girlfriend, and I just hear and then the light from the phone comes on. And like I said, fortunately we're parallel to the door, so all he's seeing is legs. But he goes, Kyle? And I'm like, yeah,
who else would it be?
Who else is in your house fucking at 2 a.m.? Yes, it's me. It's your baby boy.
Oh, I'm sorry, dude. The fact he has to check on you too, your sweet dad. It's like you could kind of hear that. Come on, you know.
I should have been like, "Are you proud of me?"
Are you proud, Dad? Are you proud?
Or American Psycho him and be like,
lock the door on
I
your
love
way
you, Dad.
out.
I'm so sorry.
That's
But
wild.
no, it was
But
funny.
come on,
he turned the light on. He said, "Kyle." I was like, "Yeah." He stood there for a minute and then he went, "Oh boy," and he just shut the door.
How did she react? Did she like full panic? Like, oh my god!
Get off of me! Get off of me.
It just
And I'm
instantly,
like,
it sucks because it instantly ends it.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
It's
It
like,
was over.
oh man, we don't even get to enjoy the fucking.
Snapped her right out of the
climatic
pleasure
fucking
zone. She was like,
pleasure
"Well,
zone,
this is
dude, yeah.
horrifying," and I'm like, I agree.
You're not in the subgenre of satisfying anymore, dude.
I should have hung a sock
Callback.
from the door.
You should have, dude, or something. Could that door lock? Could you technically lock that door as well? Like,
No.
Oh, there's no lock on it. Oh,
I should
you
have
were
put like
kinda
a
fucked.
door stop in it. I don't know. I had such a pristine record of
Or
fucking
go with
in
the
my
old
own
school
home.
fucking chair up to the fucking door handle, dude, like barricading
He
it.
probably would have rammed that shit open. Then I'd be like, "Oh, so you're coming in, huh? Welcome."
Oh shit. that's funny.
So the reason I brought that up is I have been given permission to tell someone else's story.
Oh, well, shit. Okay.
You guys, most of you that are pretty much all of you that are in the live, and for anybody else that's listening and or watching, I do like to post a lot of questions in the stories on social media because it makes it more fun and interactive. We can fold those answers into episode. It gives us funny topics, and that's what we love.
So we got
about
a little
this
fan
community.
story, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this. All right, cool.
So, Christina, who you know, we were. I don't even know how we got on the topic because her and I were just joking around about some stuff in the DMs. I'm pretty sure I told her the story about Allie, and then she told me her version of that, and I made the question about getting caught red-handed, and that was her response, her saying, "You know the good old 69 story." And that shit was funny as hell. But I didn't want to call her out because it's like, you know, for the most part, if you respond to a question, especially some of the more risque topics, I'll never go, "It was this person."
No, yeah.
Unless you want me to tell the story,
Yeah,
then
you get
here we
permission,
are.
yeah.
So basically, I believe she said she was 18 or 19. She's dating this guy. He has a really nice family. They really love her and they think she's a nice, sweet girl. And, you know, bless parents for doing that. I know my parents thought I was a nice, sweet boy, but also I was 17 and hormonal and I wanted to know the love of a woman. The intimate and delicate love of a woman. It's a beautiful, glorious thing.
You're funny, dude.
So she apparently likes to live dangerously as I do, and they were having a little happy fun time. They were 69ing to be exact.
I mean,
I should have gotten more details on this because I want to know if it was on a bed, on a floor.
yeah, I was gonna say, like, what part of the, like, were they in, like, sneaking in a bathroom or something?
When you're in high school, you'd 69 in a car if you had to. Like anywhere you can have sex when you're in high school is open game. So, you know, apparently she had this pristine image with the parents, but also, you know, she was hooking up with her man. And so she said she was going to town and she was facing the door. And
boy, that's the worst thing.
And
dude.
as she's giving him head, the kid's dad walks in and she said they locked eyes. She left me on a cliffhanger with the story because now I'm like, well, what happened? Did you finish? And she said that he came in, locked eyes with her for a few seconds, and then shut the door. And she said I didn't want to leave him hanging, so I finished. And I was like, "You're a hell of a woman for doing that."
I wonder what the conversation the kid had with his dad that night.
She said they didn't say anything to her because they had to go downstairs afterwards for dinner.
I kind of respect that. It's like an unknown oops, but honestly, that's probably like a father-son thing. Is he's just like, "That's my son," you know?
I was 16 years
You'd
old.
be proud of your son. You're like, my son's.
I was going to house parties. I was hanging with the cool kids. Gab, who turned out to be
We just last name, dude.
dirty girl.
Believe
Dirty girl. Gabby. Leave it in.
Believing it again.
Came back to the house. had awkward sex with me, and then I had to walk her out. And my dad is an early riser.
Yeah.
So I'm taking her to the door at 6 a.m. She has my PE shirt on.
Oh,
and I start coming down the stairs, and I just see him. He's sitting there reading the paper, and he looks at both of us, and he goes, "Good morning." And I got her out as quickly as possible. I go back in, and I was like, I know part of you's mad right now, but there's another part of you that's really proud of me. How would you handle that if you had kids? Like, because I don't know. Oh, man. This is why I don't know if I'll ever have kids, but if I did, bless you women, I would I have friends who have daughters. Bless them for being
I'd
girl
rather
dads.
have a boy.
So
I know
tough.
that's fucking stereotypical.
I'm a man. I know how to raise a man.
Yeah.
If I had a girl, I would love her and treat her like a little princess.
Same, but I would worry that I would be protective overly, because it's just
man.
like the problem is like kids now too, and now we're sounding like old fucks, but like there is too
We
much
are old
access to like shit, and
Yeah.
like the whole getting pregnant early. It's like I just don't ruin your life.
Desensitized.
I'm sorry, like getting pregnant, that's not the play. Like let's achieve, live life, have your career and your goals, but it's just like, man, at some degree that's also out of your control. So
I mean, just people are being bred that way. We're in this instant gratification now I want to feel good now type stuff. Okay, so let me make this easy on you. Let's not make it dark and make it too tough of a decision. You have a son, he's 17, he's walking a girl out, he got laid. What or you walk in on him, like, what do? Do you just slam the door immediately, or do you try to close it quietly? Like, what's the play?
no, yeah, I'm probably just giving him a nod, you know what I'm saying? Like, because it's the age, like 17, like I know you're not 18, but like I feel like that's an okay age. So it really is dependent on that, the age. Like, also just being respectful of the situation, like, meaning, like, I don't know, if my wife or the woman's like, let's not do that when your mom's home. You know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah,
like,
gotta keep the mom buffer going.
That. Yeah, like
Derek would just point at him, close the door, and then go, "That's my boy." No.
because that would make him feel embarrassed and shit. And I know if I was a kid, I wouldn't want that either.
I mean, honestly,
I don't know.
me,
I don't know what I would do entirely. But.
I feel like a lot of that can be dealt with. Parents, talk to your kids about this shit.
Yeah.
I mean, you need to wait till they're at an appropriate age and they're at a mental maturity where they can have that discussion and it doesn't break their little brain. But I would just want to talk to them and be like, look, I was your age, so here's the deal. I don't want you doing drugs ever. If you want to try smoking weed when you turn 21, I will buy some weed and we can smoke it together. If you want to go out and have some beers in high school and stuff, be safe. Do not drive.
Yeah.
If you need me to pick you up, I don't care if you're slobbering, drunk, and puking. You call me and I'll come get you, and you get
because you don't want to kill someone or yourself by being a moron, and now your life is also ruined. So that's good advice.
And as far as the sex stuff goes, be safe.
Don't get someone
careful.
Pregnant. Correct.
Wear protection. Consent.
We're birds and bees right now on the back of the pond.
Consent. I mean, shit, dude. I like to get some life lessons in as well, because it's important. It's important to talk about these things. Women bitch and complain about this constantly, ladies.
When are you having this? How are you having a conversation like this if you have a daughter? That is like feels.
I mean, it would be the same thing, and I would just be like, you need to be responsible, but also like
go have fun too.
This isn't a misogynist thing. This is just an opinion. You are welcome to disagree with it, and I am not like, I am someone who can have discussions about this and I'm open to other people's opinions.
Okay, interesting.
Okay. Men are kind of meant to breed. For me, for women, I feel like you just need to. Your shit is just way more special. You have the ability to produce life. Therefore, your private areas and your stuff is sacred, and you should treat it as such. And be careful. And the world's a scary place. I don't know, dude. That's a tough discussion. But like the main overlying theme will be, I love you, please be careful, don't do reckless shit. Like, I'll tell them about the reckless shit that I did and be like, look, you don't want to do this.
Yeah.
Which
is probably the play.
Yeah.
I mean, my parents I always wanted to be respectful, but like I was never like did drugs or anything like that either. Probably to some degree how my parents raised me, but also of my own accord and knowing that a kid OD'd on freaking pills.
You've always been
just
very
learn that
cautious,
shit,
and I
but
respect that.
I didn't smoke weed until I was in my early 20s, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Same.
So, but I did drink.
Well,
that's
like,
how I did the
actually smoke
Smirnoff
weed,
Ice
right?
and shit and stuff like that, dude. The mic's hard.
Yeah, like I said, certain
you drink
things
a little bit, but yeah, you're
are
gonna
gonna
be a
happen.
kid. You're still gonna be a
They're
kid.
gonna happen.
But I still was like as responsible as I could be, and I always still try to be respectful of my parents and shit. Just because I feel like that's how it should be. If you're grateful enough to have a good, happy household home with your family, because I know people's situations are different and they don't get so lucky like I was.
Agreed.
I will say that is a luck thing, and I am thankful for my parents.
No,
so.
but I will say we collectively have quite a few friends who have kids. I think they're great parents.
Yeah, agreed.
I try to help anytime I can. I feel like, since I don't have kids of my own, Uncle Kyle, I try to step in kind of like a mentor role.
I mean,
and
that's
just
how your name became Uncle Kyle to start the
support
podcast,
the parenting
dude, was
efforts.
being an uncle to your buddy's kids, right? So
Yeah.
the unbeknownst uncle, but yeah.
Oh, hey, at the back end of the episode, welcome back to this episode of the Naturals Pod. I'm Uncle Kyle. That's Sweet Derek, the producer. We missed it
There's
again.
no intro. Why do we keep forgetting the intros now?
I don't
It's
know.
like canon,
It's
but why do we
canon
keep
for
doing?
the
But why
pod.
do we keep? We used to do it every time.
In closing, look out for the questions and the stories. Participate. If you have something you want us to put on air, we will do it. If you haven't already and you'd like to support the pod, buy some merch. Derek will put the link up
Crispy
there
Dope
and
merch,
down
get
in the
some,
description. And any support we can get from you, reposts, comments,
The reposting on
likes
IG is cool now,
Instagram.
so do that. Show it to your followers. We just need to keep building the community and shit. So just do that. Simple. Click the like button. Boop.
Keep
Takes some
riding
seconds.
with us.
Keep
The
hanging
next
out.
episode is gonna be fucking insane.
Let us know what you think about the 100th. You know what I'm saying? Because like that was a blast for us and shit. And I'm just kind of curious because that was our first live that's going to translate. So for the people that weren't there, let us know what you thought of the episode. It was a lot of fun.
We're gonna do another D&D.
Yep.
We have
It's gonna be fun.
had those of you who hop in the DMs tell us what you're looking for more of.
So we
and
got it planned.
listen.
It's on its way. Yeah.
We are cooking, people. So I've been Uncle Kyle. That's Sweet Derek, the motherfucking producer. And we'll see you on the next one.
See you later.
We'll see you on the next one.